third quarter. Do you feel that way too?
You know what? It was one of those that just nothing seemed to be going your way, right? I thought obviously the first half was just atrocious, and then had opportunities to get some points on the board and touchdowns, and we just had to settle with field goals, and defensively we started out bad, right? But once I thought our defense really picked it up there late second quarter, third, and played really well. Offensively, it took us a while, but the whole strike to stone is a mentality that we talk about all the time in our program. And I told them in the fourth quarter, I said, hey, this is it. What we say, this is going to show up the character that we have is going to need to show up. And what it did.
Quentin Cooley, 3 carries at halftime. Second half, 9 carries over 100 yards. Was it something that opened up to be able to use him more in the second half, or just kind of walk me through that?
Well, we did a lot of 3 and out, so that didn't help. I think probably we got away from running the ball the way we needed to. Probably, we were second and long. We probably tried to throw a little bit too much instead of maybe sticking with it. And so, but he gets stronger. Obviously, the game goes. I think, we were just back and forth, just trying to. We were struggling a lot, and there was just a lot of inconsistency. We'd have a good play be a penalty, and there, those last couple of drives, we just said, hey, let's go a little bit faster. And let them not maybe necessarily line up as quickly as normal or whatever, and he was able to bust some big ones, which was big, and that's credit to him. He wasn't getting what he normally does, and just kept believing. And I love how he's matured in that way.
Keaton Salter tonight, kind of a mixed bag, I guess, but overall, just for him and then this offense and this team to be able to find a way to win this game. I mean, what does that say?
Yeah, it's good that we found a way. Those last 2 drives were great. He did a good job of making some plays with his feet when we needed to get some first downs and did some nice stuff. But we got to be way more consistent. We're giving up plays that can be made because we're trying to do too much stuff instead of just doing what play. And then when we have plays, we had 3 drop passes, third down, touchdown, and so those plays could have changed the whole game, and you don't have to sweat it out till 2:30 a.m. And so those are things that I'm just more disappointed in than anything. Is there's plays to be made, and we don't make them, or we're trying to do too much. And I told the team in there, I told them 2 truths. One, their character showed up as far as them keep striking, but also the second truth, I said, we're a selfish team. You're a selfish team when somebody says something to you and you respond, and we get personal fouls that really cost us this big situation. And again, that's me. I've obviously not done a good job, and I got to get that fixed. But you can't be selfish if you want to have a championship level program. You can't do it, and we've got to. I've got to get that cleaned up.
Yeah, along those lines, have you been around a team that struggled with that before, and how do you approach it?
Well, it's a good question. Obviously, I'm doing a bad job at it. So, like last week, it was a lot of younger guys, right? And so, okay. And then tonight, we had a guy that's played a lot of football for us, and get a couple, and for whatever reason, and those are huge, and I think we had a hands to the face or something. Sometimes that happens, but the ones where you push somebody afterwards, or I think they called one on us for giving a guy a ball or something, which, maybe they're ticky-tack. I need to see some of them, but again, those are just stupid things that we're doing, and it's a selfish stuff. It's a selfish thing, and it's fake toughness, and that's what I'm more concerned about. We're trying to be a physical, tough program, but that's fake toughness, right? And what happens, what I'm now concerned with, 2 games in a row where we had 3+. So guess what everybody's looking for? They're going any little thing, and so it comes down. Obviously, I can run them. I can discipline them, I can do all these things, but it really comes down to, hey, you as a man, a young man or a man, some of these guys are, older guys, or hey, is that who you want to be? Is it more important for you to feel good about yourself by retaliating to somebody, or do you care enough about loving your teammates enough to know, hey, I got to withhold that emotion I want to use out because this guy's trying to get under skin, and that's what's happening. But it's not like our guys are just doing it. Somebody's doing it to us, and we're responding. But the old adage, you always catch number 2. Always catch number 2.
Last one for me, just defensively picked it up. You mentioned that there late in the first half, but the turnover from Reese and then Bazille to take it in. I mean, that was just felt like a huge momentum.
Yeah, change the momentum at least. Now they went down and scored the next drive anyway, but it gave us hope right? I mean, offensively, we were terrible. Let's just be honest, we were terrible until the last two drives. And that gave us some hope, which our sideline needed. But then they go score, and we answered, and gave our defense hope, But we cannot wait. I mean, we gave up a screen pass for 70 yards or whatever. Just, we cannot wait to play good defense until we're pissed off. All right, can I say that at the Christian University until we're pissed off? All right, we can't do that, right? And so we've got to learn. We've got to learn how to play a standard of football the whole game. That don't mean they won't have plays or whatever, right? But like we don't play to a standard until like our backs are against the wall, and then then our guys want to go. And I got again, that's me. I got to figure out with our defensive staff why we are not coming out with that mentality. Is it what we're practicing? Is it some of those? So I got to figure that out.
Coach, appreciate the time. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Talk about it's hard to win football games. You guys got it done though. In fourth quarter, come from behind.
Flames quarter.
Yeah, Flames quarter comes from behind. What did you learn about your team?
Well, I think the one of the question marks is a team when you have so many moving parts, right? Will they be able to gel and keep believing in each other when it was dire, and it was dire? Well, we were down, I don't know what, 9 and 6 minutes ago or something. And so I did learn that hey, they believe in each other. They believe in our mantra and our strength program and all the things that you do in the off season in the summer showed up in that fourth quarter, right? I mean, we were the fresher team, and so I learned that we do have that mentality. My challenge is we need that all the time and not just when we weren't turning on.
And how about your defense? You talked about it with Nick, but how about your defense? They scored first 3 drives. They got to 17 points, got the 2 touchdown lead, but then from there, a lot of 3 and outs, a lot of defensive stops.
Yeah, defense kept us in it. They didn't come out very well, and we had drives in the first half, I think, and penalties hurt us or a drop pass here or there. But after really halftime, we really struggled. But I thought the defense kept us in. What they had, I think, 1 drive there where they scored the touchdown there in the fourth quarter. But our defense kept us in the game and gave us a chance to win. And so they're capable of doing some really good things. And I think that shows if we can just play with that same type of urgency and energy the whole time. But they kept us in it. If they might have got us in the hole. But they kept us from the hole being huge, and it allowed us to find our way there in the second half.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all.
You're good, Coach.
Thank y'all.